Hello everyone, it's Olumayowa Victor Ogushola again from iDPS. iDPS means I diagnose and proffer solutions. Today I have some very interesting video for us again for business management students all over the world, and actually this is a continuation of my management and control videos. Okay, again this is a continuation of the management control videos. So I would like to start the session by explaining again what we mean by management control. So management control could be said to be tools, systems, or devices put in place by strategic management of business organizations in order to ensure that the behavior of the employees of the organization matches the goals and objectives of the organization. I think I already explained this in previous videos, but management control can actually be categorized into two types of controls. I'd like to put this on the whiteboard. Please follow me. So, okay, perhaps I should use the black because maybe that's more visible. Okay. Management control. These could be categorized into two types of control systems. Yeah? So we go that way. We have the hard controls, yeah, and we have the soft controls. The hard controls could be further categorized into two different types of controls. So we go that way. You have the result controls, and you have the action controls. For the soft controls, that could also be further categorized into two types of controls. Yeah. You have the personnel controls, and then you have the cultural controls. Ladies and gentlemen, maybe you already asked what is the essence of management control. If employees within business organizations, whether operational employees, tactical employees, or strategic employees, will behave in such a way that there is a match between their behavior and organizational goals and objectives. If this will happen all the time, then there will be no need for strategic management to put in place result controls, action controls, personnel controls, or cultural controls. So the control systems are put in place to ensure that there is a match between the behavior of employees with the organization and the culture, okay, of the business organization. So let's look at examples of result controls, okay? These are controls put in place so that the desired results can be achieved, okay? And examples of result controls would be, for example, the budget. So when the budget is put in place, it's a control tool, so actually know what to spend or what to make as profit within the organization. So the expense and all of that is already captured, okay? It could be sales target, okay? That could also be a kind of result control. It could be staff productivity, okay? And that could also be another example of result control. Or as well, it could be profit margin, okay? Profit margin. I put that on top. Profit margin. I put that below rather. Profit margin, okay? And these are examples of result controls, okay? So we have budgets, we have sales target, we have staff productivity, and we have profit margin. Talking about action controls, okay? Action controls are control systems put in place to kind of restrain employees so that their behaviors does not go against the goals and objectives of the organization. Examples of action controls could be behavioral constraints, like, for example, passwords, passwords, maybe logs, yeah, or limited access to systems, limited access to systems, okay. This could be examples of action controls, okay. Other action controls could be things like the policies and procedures of the business organization, yeah. Policies and procedures, okay, within the business organization. So when we talk about personnel controls, guys, okay, personnel controls are controls put in place so that the employees know exactly what is expected of them within the organization. So examples of personnel controls would be during the recruitment process, the selection process, selection of employees, that will be a personnel control. Also, training and professional development activities within the organization would be an example of personnel control. Yeah? Training and professional development activities would be an example of personnel control. Also, for personnel control, we could talk about activities that promote shared vision between the employees of the organization. Okay, so shared goals and vision, between the employees of the organization. And lastly, ladies and gentlemen, we have cultural controls. Okay, one thing readily comes to my mind, and that is the code of conduct. Yeah, the code of conduct within the organization tells the employees how to behave within the organization. Remember, organization culture can be defined as the way we do things around here. So when we talk about cultural controls, please let's look at the document code of conduct. This helps the employees to know exactly how to behave within the organization. So cultural controls, we have code of conduct. Okay, so again, management control, guys, devices or systems or tools put in place by strategic managers to ensure that the behavior of the employees within the business organization matches the goals and objectives of the organization. We have hard controls and we have soft controls. Hard controls are result controls and action controls, and we have soft controls as personnel controls and cultural controls. For result controls, it could be the budget, okay, it could be the sales target, it could be staff productivity, or it could be profit margin, okay? And those are controls that can enable results. For action controls, we put them there so that employees know how to behave. We use that to restrain the behavior of the employees so that it doesn't go against the organization's goals and objectives. Examples of action controls will be passwords, locks, or limited access to several systems within the organization, or it could be the policies and procedures of the organization. Going further, we have the personnel controls, selection process, training and development activities within the organization, exercises with the organization that promote shared goals. These are elements of personnel controls. And lastly, when you talk about cultural controls, this helps the employees to know how to behave within the organization, and the tool or document that comes to mind as a control tool for culture is the code of conduct. Thank you very much. That was the last part of the management and control YouTube videos from me. I like to get feedback from you. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you see something that I can improve, please let me know, because I want to really offer the best services to everyone viewing my videos. So you can get to me for feedback by sending an email to info@idpsconsults.com. That's info@idpsconsults.com. As you know, I will not go until I talk about my passion, and my passion is to see Africa develop. So are you an African anywhere in the world? Keep doing everything to promote African unity, and keep doing all you can do to make sure that Africa must develop. In English language, I like to say thank you. In Dutch language, I like to say dankjewel. In Yoruba language from Nigeria, West Africa, I like to say ẹ ṣé o. Bye.